What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, we're going to be doing the preparation video for the upcoming treasure map against Nami. So I just want to, say this before we get into the video, that this treasure map is going to be a pain for a lot of people. In terms of the boosted list that we have, yes, we did get the downgrade where the older treasure map units are now a 1.1 times point boost. So you're not going to be getting as many points this treasure map. I really hope that they, compensate that with making the bosses give more points naturally, but we'll have to wait and see once we get into the treasure map. And also the fact that with the boosted list, there's only like limited units to get rid of certain debuffs, so the final boss stage is going to be a pain for a lot of people, unless if you own very specific characters. But I just want to say that before getting into this video, the free-to-play teams in this video, they will work, of course, they will work, but you're just not really going to be getting a lot of points out of them, which is actually kind of a shame. But anyways, guys, I really hope you guys do go on to enjoy the video today, and if you guys do, make sure you hit the like button, because these videos do take an extremely long time to put together through research and stuff, so I really hope you guys do go on to enjoy it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into the video. So first thing is first, let's actually talk about the new treasure map character that we're all going to be farming for when it goes live on, I believe it is the 10th of July. So this is the brand new character, artwork looking absolutely spectacular. Brand new treasure map Nami, who is a Psi Cerebral Striker character. Her stats at max level with limit break, 2663 HP, 1497 attack, and 491 recovery. So with most Nami characters, they have relatively low HP and attack, but the recovery stat obviously is going to be very good. She has 60 cost and 5 socket spots after max limit breaking. Her captain ability will go ahead and reduce the cooldowns by 1 at the start of the fight, and then also boost the attack of striker and cerebral characters by 3 times when your health is above 50%. If you are below 50% though, it is only a 2 times attack boost. Honestly, not a terrible captain effect. This could definitely see use in future treasure maps for sure. You could use her on boss stages and stuff, because 3 times captain is still like very usable, as well as cooldown reduction, so pretty solid captain ability overall. Her special ability after you max limit break and max level is 11 turns, which is very good, and she'll go ahead and reduce 3 turns of paralysis, attack down, chain multiplier limit, chain coefficient reduction, burn, and remove SFX, which is blindness. So that's crazy. The fact that she removes 3 turns of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different debuffs, as well as changing all of your block orbs and badly matching orbs into matching, dude. This unit is just an all-round fantastic utility unit. As with most Nami units we see these days, a lot of them are very powerful utility-based units, and this is no different here. So, this is a really good, well-rounded character in my personal opinion, and this character will see play in a lot of future content. So I see some people out there that choose to skip certain treasure maps. Even though this one is going to be difficult to farm, I would suggest at least trying your hardest to get to 1 million points to get this character, because she is an extremely good unit to have in your account. So the first of these units we're talking about on the Battle Rush stage is going to be your battle against Whitebeard. Whitebeard is a strength unit starting off at 710,000 HP, and he gains 71,000 per nav level, and also starts off with 4,400 attack. His preemptive strike will go ahead and apply 3 turns of delay immunity to himself, as well as applying 3 turns of 80% damage reduction, and also for 3 turns your crew will get a 1.1 times attack boost and orb boost. And then also after turn 3, he's going to blow away 2 of your crew members for 3 turns. Under 50%, he gives you 3 turns of slot bind, and below 20%, he'll deal 2.5 times his attack as damage to your team. So quite obviously here, you want to take him out as quick as possible, so you can obviously avoid the 3 turns of blow away, and you do not want to get him below 50 or 20% to deal with those specific debuffs. Moving on to obviously units that are going to help you out in this particular fight. This is a very easy team to build, because the only 2 units that are very important here are Legend Cavendish, either the 6-star version or the 6-star plus version. Both of them are boosted in this treasure map, and also Raid Zoro. Both of those units work so well together, as Raid Zoro is able to remove the % damage reduction on the Whitebeard side of the field, and then Cavendish can be used to go ahead and remove your 1.1 times attack and orb boost that Whitebeard inflicts on your crew. Obviously, make sure to use Cavendish first, first and then use Zoro so you can get the color affinity boost, because remember that Cavendish removes all of your positive effects, so make sure to use Cavendish first. And basically those are the only two units that you're really going to need in this fight. But you know, if you have a unit like Legend Kaido, Treasure Map Kaido, I mean, he's going to be great here because he works with Cavendish as your captain, of course, and the fact that Kaido is a high point booster. He's a 1.35 times point booster, so this is probably the easiest team to build for, as long as you can find a friend captain Cavendish, or if you have your own Cavendish. And now talking about the second boss, which is going to be against Blackbeard. Blackbeard is an int character. He starts off with 512,000 HP, gaining 51,000 HP per nav level, also starting off with 4,300 attack. His preemptive strike is going to, for 2 turns, reduce your chain coefficient reduction by 0.1 times, as well as going ahead and applying 2 turns of special limit to your team. So you can only use 2 specials per turn for 98 turns. And also all of your orbs will become block orbs. And also at the end of every turn, he will go ahead and remove your beneficial effects. So honestly, this boss wouldn't be a problem if it wasn't for the special limit. The fact that he does inflict that to your team really hinders the amount of units that you can really bring to this particular fight, as you are restricted. You need to make sure that when you bring characters, they do multiple things, because you need to change those block orbs into matching, and you need to somehow get boosts on your team enough to kill Blackbeard. So he is quite annoying to get around. This particular team that I'm recommending here is a Treasure Map Ace team. Basically, the way that it's going to work is use Ace to get you the full board of matching orbs, as well as your type boost, and then you can use your Bellamy for the orb boost. Pretty straightforward. Bellamy also gives you a health cut as well, and this will enable you to do a decent amount of damage, but I don't think it's going to work, you know, past a very certain navigation level. I think this will probably work up until about nav level 30-ish, and at that point you might have to kill him over multiple turns, but he doesn't really do anything under any health threshold, so that's not really going to be a big issue, and he doesn't really hit that hard either, so you will be fine in allowing you to just tank a hit and then killing him on a second turn if need be. And now we move on to the third boss, which is going to be against Brownbeard. Brownbeard is very straightforward. He is a Psi enemy. He has 340,000 HP and also starts off at 4,100 attack. His preemptive strike will go ahead and apply 3 turns of paralysis to your team, and that is it. However, he does have an interrupt if you use an attack boosting special ability, and he'll blow away 2 random characters, and I believe this does include your captains as well. So ideally, just don't bring any unit that gives you an attack boost, and that is it. He doesn't do anything under any health threshold. He doesn't revive. Brownbeard is extremely straightforward. And in terms of the team that I'm suggesting here, it is a cerebral team with Treasure Map Sabo as the captain, because when you do have above 70% or below 30% health, he gives you some crazy amount of damage numbers. On this team here, I do have Treasure Map Nami here as well. You definitely don't need her. The main units here would be the Invasion Shanks and the Fortnite Wanda, because with those special abilities by themselves, you'll be able to go ahead and remove the paralysis that Brownbeard puts on your team. However, once you do get Treasure Map Nami, even if she's not maxed, I would put her on the team anyway, because she is a 1.35 times booster, so I would put her on the team just because of that. And then also you've got the color affinity from Colosseum Pedro, you've got the orb boost from Shanks, the conditional boost from Sabo, and this will enable you to deal some pretty serious damage output very easily. Moving on to the final of the Battle Rush bosses before we talk about the boss Nami is going to be against Rayleigh. Now, Rayleigh is a Dex enemy. He has 530,000 HP, gaining 53,000 per nav level, and also starting off with 4,450 attack power. His preemptive attack will apply 2 turns of full immunity to himself, and also rewinds all of your crewmate special abilities by 2 turns. So having a captain that is able to rewind your specials back forward is going to be very useful here, and as you can tell by the image, you can definitely tell what type of units I would recommend here. When Rayleigh gets below 50%, he applies 3 turns of paralysis and 2 turns of recovery bind to your team, and when you eventually kill Rayleigh, he recovers with 20% of his full HP and also applies 2 turns of percent damage reduction of a value of approximately 80%. So yes, Rayleigh actually does revive here, which is relatively annoying. However, as we move on to the team that I'm suggesting here, it's very straightforward in the way that it works. Obviously, having double Treasure Map Lore as your captain enables you to rewind your specials back forward, allowing all of your specials to be ready to go. And then also you have the Raid Rayleigh for an attack boost. You have Colosseum Oven to give you a full board of matching orbs as well as an orb boost. You've got Sabo also for tap timing bonus, but definitely isn't like an essential unit here. And then after you kill Rayleigh and he revives, you can just go ahead and use your Invasion Garp special ability to instantly KO Rayleigh. So again, it's just a very straightforward boss with some relatively powerful free-to-play units that a lot of people should have maxed out. So now finally we get to talk about the final boss stage against Nami. Now before you reach stage 7, which is the final boss stage, on stage 6 you have to face Nami once again, and the mini boss version of Nami has 400,000 HP and starts off with 3400 attack. Her preemptive strike will rewind all of your specials including your captains by 2 turns and applies 5 turns of despair to your team as well. And then after the first turn of attack, she gives herself an attack up and also percent damage reduction. And then after turn 2, she gives herself again percent damage reduction and a buffed attack boost compared to her turn 1 attack boost. This Nami is going to be very annoying because of that special rewind, so you need to have sailor abilities or other special abilities to help rewind your specials back forward. The good thing here though is that you can actually delay the Nami if you do need to go ahead and do that. Either way, it is still going to be annoying because if you do have to do that delay, she will apply the damage reduction still. And the fact that she does despair you as well means you need to bring a unit that not only, you know, rewinds your specials forward, but also removing the despair is going to be quite annoying as well. But then when you finally get to the final boss stage, Nami on the final boss stage at navigation level 1 has 820,000 health and gains 82,000 per nav level and starts off with 4,200 attack. Now on the final boss stage, her preemptive attack will give you 2 turns of special bind, also 1 turn of damage threshold and 98 turn venom immunity. Now obviously here we can talk about this. 2 turns of special bind is the big one because there are only 2 units in this entire boosted list of treasure map units that give you extra points that remove special bind. Number 1 is going to be the treasure map rare recruit Chopper, available in the brand new treasure map Sugo Fest, and of course he is not the guaranteed unit, so removing that special bind is going to be a massive pain. And the other unit that you can use is the World Journey Cowboy Nami, which again not a lot of people have. So those are the only 2 characters that are boosted that, you know, give more points to your team that remove special bind. So I feel like that is a humongous problem, and I feel like that should definitely be amended, because the fact that only those 2 units remove special bind is an absolute sham in my personal opinion. The damage threshold, there are a couple of units that can get rid of that, and also the venom immunity is not really a big problem. It still means that you can use Colosseum Magellan on this final boss stage. Also, she does have an interrupt here. If you delay the final boss stage, she applies a counter attack and an enrage where she'll buff all the enemy's attack by 2 times. So you definitely do not want to delay Nami on this final boss stage. And if Nami is below 20%, she applies 1 turn of damage immunity, 9 turns of special rewind to all of your characters, and also a 99 turn end of turn damage, dealing 7,300 damage at the end of each turn. So yeah, once again, do not get Nami below 20% because you are probably going to die. But that isn't the only thing that you have to worry about on the final boss stage of Nami. There are also 3 homies in the front row of this boss stage, and each of them do different things. Now, there is the Strength homie, which has a slot barrier, and he has 60,000 HP, so really not that much. And he has an effect that when he attacks, he make recovery and tandem orbs beneficial to your team, which isn't really that bad, but it will mean that if you have other beneficial orb effects that you want to activate here, that is going to be annoying. Also, the Dex homie here will go ahead and have a tap barrier, so it's either going to be a good, a great, or a perfect barrier, and he has 85,000 HP, but instead of the orb beneficial enabling that the other one does, this guy will go ahead and apply 3 turns of paralysis to your team. And then the combo hit barrier, which is the Psy homie, has very, very low HP, only 5 HP, but he has 2 million defense. So you'll have to break the combo barrier and then also deal 5 hits of combo damage to him in order to actually take him down. It's really annoying, the fact that they have all these different debuffs, and they also have these homies with annoying defensive effects that you have to get around. And now to talk about a team that you guys should be able to build that is going to be, it's going to be a very, very annoying team to build. I'm not going to lie, this team is not going to be a team that is going to be easily accessible because you pretty much need to have a friend captain carrot for this team to work as effectively as it can be. Like, this team on the final boss stage can deal like over 8 million plus damage to the final boss Nami. So if you do have this team built, you're not going to have any issues with the final boss stage. But just saying that, it is going to be annoying because you pretty much need a friend captain carrot for it to work effectively. Also, you've got Colosseum Magellan because he's just an awesome unit, allows you to get so much more damage output. You've got Treasure Map Croc, which you will use on the final boss stage, allowing you to get a much better captain effect, as well as giving himself an attack boost. So he himself is going to be dealing crazy amounts of damage. Also, Fortnite Tamago, he was the only real unit that like can literally be switched out with anything. It was really difficult to try and build this team because you know, that last unit with Tamago, you could literally put anything there, but mainly I would suggest using Tamago on stage 6 so you can delay Nami, so it gives you, you know, a free turn of not being able to take any damage, and then go ahead and wait for that Despair to roll out. Otherwise, you can replace Tamago with any unit that removes Despair. Then you've got the 5+ Robin, who unfortunately is not a treasure map point booster character, but remember, all of the 5+ Straw Hats get cooldown reduction and they get significant stat boost. So this Robin will be dealing a lot of damage, but she unfortunately doesn't help out your team in terms of point boost. And then you've got Kizaru as well, which will help you rewind your specials forward on the stage 6, which is going to be nice because you get the 2 turns of special rewind. And then obviously Legend Carrot, which is going to help you clear the dungeon much easier. So there we go, that is the rundown of the upcoming treasure map against Nami. So here is just the full overview of all the free-to-play teams that I have recommended in this video today. A lot of these units here can be switched out, but I would mainly try and stick to this same structure as I've discussed previously about these teams and how they work. Obviously with Whitebeard, you mainly want to be having Cavendish and Raid Zora and making the Whitebeard fight a joke. And then against Blackbeard, that one's going to be a little bit more difficult because you need to have units that do multiple things in order to get around that easier. Mainly with this team, you're utilizing the Ace special and the Bellamy special for the matching orbs, the attack boost, and the orb boost, and then making your Psy units do all the heavy lifting against Blackbeard. Against Brownbeard, you need to have the Invasion Shanks to get rid of the paralysis, and then either the treasure map Nami in this treasure map, or you can use the Wander as well. Both of those units will help you further remove that paralysis, and then with all of the other specials, you get a very sizable amount of damage and pretty much a full water matching orbs as well, so you're not really going to be having too many issues there. Against Rayleigh, you've got the 2 lore captains to help you reduce your special cooldowns after they are rewinded. You've got Rayleigh's attack boost, you've got Owen's orb boost, you've got Invasion Garb for the revive, pretty straightforward. And then against Nami, that is the team that is going to be very difficult for a lot of people to get around, but having a friend captain carrot will make your life so much easier. And 5+ Robin, even though she's not a point booster, is going to help out a lot as well, allowing you to remove the special bind that gets inflicted to your team on that final boss stage. So anyways, that's going to conclude this video, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to stay up to date with all of the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, and also hit the bell notification so you can be notified whenever I upload a brand new YouTube video to the channel. But anyways, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.